Hey, good morning, church. Hope you guys are having a great morning so far. As you know, we just finished studying through the book of Hosea, and we are now into the book of Joel. So, Joel is a prophet in the Old Testament, and as we get into this, I'll give some more information about what's going on. So, if we just jump right into verse 1, it says, the word of the Lord that came to Joel, son of Pethuel. So, Joel is a minor prophet. The Lord is speaking through Joel, okay? Get into verse 2. It says, "Hear this, you elders. Listen, all you inhabitants of the land. Has anything like this ever happened in your days or in the days of your ancestors? Tell your children about it, and let your children tell their children, and their children the next generation. What the devouring locust has left, the swarming locust has eaten. What the swarming locust has left, the young locust has eaten. And what the young locust has left, the destroying locust has eaten." So, what is going on right now is the land of Judah, a swarm of locusts just came in and destroyed everything. Every crop, everything, every grass, everything growing, every plant, locusts have come and destroyed. They have never seen anything like this, right? So everyone is pretty upset, right? So if you keep reading, so we'll jump in. So in verse 5, it says, "Wake up, you drunkards, and weep. Wail, all you wine drinkers, because of the sweet wine, for it has been taken from your mouth. For a nation has invaded my land, powerful and without number. Its teeth are the teeth of a lion, and it has the fangs of a lioness. It has devastated my grapevine and splintered my fig tree. It has stripped off its bark and thrown it away. Its branches have turned white." So there's a small detail in verse 6 and 7 that really start to turn your viewpoint and start your perspective on this bit. In verse 6, the first line, it says, "For a nation has invaded my land." Then into verse 7, same first line, "has devastated my grapevine and splintered my fig tree." Those my's are capitalized. So it's not just the land or Joel saying his personal land. This is Joel saying God's land. So God's land, God's grapevine, God's fig tree. Something has come in and destroyed it. So the reason that, as you see in verse 5, the reason that some of this has happened is because the land of Judah has started to turn away from God again. "Wake up, you drunkards, and weep. Wail, all you wine drinkers." So obviously their people are living in sin. So if you keep reading, verses 8 through 12, if you read it, it's really, to me, really depressing. It's very sad. And the very last line of verse 12 says, "Indeed, human joy has dried up." So these locusts have come in, destroyed everything. Everyone is upset and grieving and super sad. And there's no joy in the land, right? As it says right there. So what does Joel suggest to do, right? Everyone's looking at a prophet or looking at leaders to help and help people cope with what's going on. So if we jump into verse 13, it says, "Dress in sackcloth and lament, you priests, wail, you ministers of the altar. Come and spend the night in sackcloth, you ministers of my God, because grain and drink offerings are withheld from the house of your God. Announce a sacred fast, proclaim an assembly. Gather the elders and all the residents of the land at the house of the Lord your God, and cry out to the Lord." So what does Joel say? He says, announce a sacred fast and proclaim an assembly. Cry out to the Lord. So everything bad is going on in their life. They have no food. Even their cattle don't have anything to eat, right? They've never seen anything like this. And what does Joel say? Joel doesn't say, well, let's just move somewhere else, right? Let's just go, hang out with these people up here. No. Announce a sacred fast, proclaim an assembly, cry out to the Lord. So the way that he's saying to fix everything, to cope with what's going on, is to cry out to the Lord. And that's what I just challenge you guys to do. No matter what a struggle and what trial, anything that you're going through, even if you have no food, if locusts have come and destroyed everything that you have, you lost your job, whatever's going on, cry out to the Lord. He will be in control and he will take care of you. So I hope you guys have a great day, and God bless.